Hi, this is Josanne Wright Callender, and I'm the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book, which you see a picture of there, which is available on Amazon. And I've been doing these little talks in the morning because during this COVID crisis and the quarantine, I just felt that it was something that I wanted to do to help parents who were at home with their children, and in particular, parents with children who have special needs. As I was a special ed teacher for about 27 years, I served as a program specialist, a mentor teacher. I helped with intern program in a large school district. And, I just had a lot of time to think about how to really put myself forward and help this population, which I felt deserved the best education that was possible. And in each of these fields, I was a special ed teacher and used my experiences to help other teachers, administrators, parents, and especially the children. And this last week was really a challenge for me because I don't normally do podcasts or visual video blogs, but it was a learning experience in a lot of ways. But one thing I thought about more than anything was my desire to help parents build their children up with self-esteem. And as we said, self-esteem from Webster's is the belief in oneself. And in keeping with that, it seems like I'm running across a lot of articles that fill up my knowledge and actually remind me of things that I've learned in the past in sort of like a deja vu type of way. One thing that I came across was something that I had never heard of before, and it was like an adversity quotient. And we'll talk about that a little later. But the main thing that I saw was the internal and external locus of control. When I was taking psychology classes, these terms really made me truly desire to have an internal locus of control. There's an article in Psychology Today, which I'll include a link, that talks about what this type of term means to a person. But just in a sort of like a thumbnail sketch, I could say that a person's inner locus of control is what generally drives them to achieve higher. Let me see if I can find it. They said the major explanation of these findings, they did a study of 7,500 British adults. And the best way that I could explain the internal locus of control is through this sentence in his article. Richard Jolson's article in Psychology Today. It said the major explanation for these findings that these people tended to have were less likely to be overweight at age 30, less likely to describe their health as poor or show high levels of psychological stress, is because they had more of an internal locus of control, and they tended to be more concerned about things that they can do to change their situation, instead of seeing it as things that are outside of them, that were controlling them. So this is what I thought about in our stream today, is that as we're trying to build in self-esteem into our children, we're supposed to build them up, encourage them, help them see that they can do things that seem to be unreachable for them. So this is why we break the lessons down to make them smaller and more concise. And we approach lessons with a lot of different thinking about the variables of the child's challenges. And we try to present the lesson in a way that we can override those variables and those challenges. And we just want the children to see that they can, because they have succeeded in the past. And that's why we use games too. But one article that I ran across, like I said, this past weekend was just chock full of really important items, was this pamphlet. It's called Supporting Individuals with Autism Through Uncertain Times. And what I'll do is include a link about this, and we may take this apart and look at specific parts of it this week too. But it has so many really important, um, it covers so many things that I think parents could use in this time. And one was scheduling, which we'll talk about tomorrow. But just check out these two links, and I hope that this is provocative enough to you as parents to dig in a little deeper so that you can help your child through this time and also prepare them for when they go back to school. So thank you, and I appreciate your listening today.